Hey everybody, I am sharing, so just give me a second. Let's see. Okay, so hey everybody, welcome to tonight's Let's Talk Autism session. Linda isn't feeling well, so she won't be joining me tonight. So what I'm doing is I'm putting up the StreamYard link. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So if anybody wants to come on in and join me on live, you are welcome. Invitation is open for everybody. But again, welcome. Let's see. Hey, Rachel and Rihanna. Let me share one more place here. And if you are on the main page, please feel free to share this live. I hope everybody is doing okay. For those of you, if this is your first time joining us, this is our open discussion, kind of laid back, relaxed type of open discussion for us parents. It's all about parents helping parents. You ask a question, throw it in the chat, and we try to help you out. And if you see something in the chat that you can help out with, feel free to chime in. And again, give me a second. Let me see if I'm somewhere up here. And I'm not. Oh, here we go. I always like to start a watch party too in the group because it seems to gravitate more members. Hey, Jenna. Rihanna, I have a question. My son just got glasses. You don't like me to keep them on. Do you have any advice for me? Anyone in the chat who child wears glasses are irritating his ears, maybe pads or something, or maybe even try to do it as a game. Um, put them on. If you have glasses, wear them with them. Go to the mirror and, maybe make it seem like well, it is. It's cool. It's cool to wear glasses. But if any of you parents have a loved one that has had this issue and you have some advice for Rihanna, please chime in. I need to go get my son's eyes checked. Actually, it's that time of the year. Hey, Miss Brooks. Miss Brooks is over in the watch party. How are you? So, for those of you who don't know, I have two screens open. We have our actual live and we have the watch party. So I'll be looking at both. And again, I put the link in there. I'm going to put it again because I'm lonely. Someone come and join me. If you like to come on live with me, come on. Linda is not feeling well tonight, so she won't be joining us this week. So it's just me, and I have pop and coffee. Terrible, terrible, I know. So how's everybody doing with schooling? We are a few weeks in for most of us. So how's it been going for most of you? I've been trying. He has a lot of sense. Oh, okay. You don't like wearing hats or anything. So thanks for the help. Hopefully, maybe someone else whose loved one is wearing glasses and maybe have the same issues, maybe they'll chime in. Well, come on, Rachel, come on. Click the link. Hey, Angela, my grandson at times during transitions grandson at time during the transitions at school. He wants to throw hit even with alerts when transitioning is coming. Any suggestions? So, so he throws. What I'm getting here is he's throwing fits because of school. Hey, Kate. Kate, come on in with me. Linda's not on tonight. So, if anyone who wants to join me can click on the link and join me. So, Angela, is that what you're saying? Is he having issues with school? I'm assuming he's not doing virtual. Hey, Kay, how are
Hi,
you?
Nita. Good. How are you?
Good. He
Good.
doesn't want to transition. Okay. From one subject to another. Okay. Um, well, I can't speak for everybody. My son has that issue too, and he's 14. He likes to stick with one thing. So, um,
What was her question?
her child transitioning from one subject to another for schooling, and he throws fits.
So, with transitioning, I would suggest giving him a break in between the subjects and letting him have some sensory time, either like playing with, building blocks, playing with something that's hands on, something that will get him to redirect that energy, and then trying again with that transition because you need a STEM break or some kind of break in between before you transition.
So she's saying he's in class and he's 6. So he throws items in class and hits at the age. So for those of you who don't know, Kate is our inspirational Kate. She's also BCBA, right?
No, an
Or-
RB,
or RBT. Okay. She
early childhood
works
development.
with children in ABA therapy.
Yep. Yes.
So he's in class, Kate, and
So he's in
he's
class and he's throwing fits. Is he at a daycare? Is he at a school? Where is he at? What kind of
at I'm getting he's in class at school and he hits his aide when
ooh.
during
Where
class.
I would suggest doing a one-to-one parent-teacher meeting to kind of find out what kind of behavior like she's noticing right now is the issue, so that way they can both sit down and come up with a behavioral redirection plan. So that way not only the teacher has it, but the aide also has that plan. That way they can all together be successful. Because if they're not all talking and they're not all involved in the action, then there's not going to be any change. They all need to sit down one to one and kind of come up with that redirection plan, or what works and what doesn't work. What does he like? What doesn't he like? What works for this redirection? What doesn't work? There needs to be a sense of some kind of redirection.
Okay, great advice. And Rihanna says, yes, my son can be the same way during the school year. He tends to get extremely overwhelmed and it helps him at times instead of having multiple people at a time.
That's okay. If he has 1 8, that is a good thing because he can't have multiple people working with him at the same time because that's only going to overwhelm the child. So they need to sit down with that teacher and say, okay, here is the plan for you and the aide. You both need to implement it and you both need to carry it out because if not, then there's not going to be any change. Our system has added a behavioral counselor to the district. Wow, that's amazing. That's the first I'm hearing that a lot of districts are now starting to add the behavioral counselors or technicians to the school. And I'm really happy about that because I feel like that's where I want to end back up is back in a school district because I feel like our kids need us. They need us to be there to see what the behaviors are, how we can work with them and the parents, and how we can redirect them during the school day. So that's really amazing news that I'm seeing that you just posted, and I'm hoping that continues. We
Um,
we have many breaks throughout the day. If you have many breaks throughout the day, then try taking the child outside. Go for a walk. Allow that child to calm down and sit down for a second. Give him a sensory break. He may just be overstimulated. He may be having a rough morning, a rough day. You don't know what that child is feeling. If he's nonverbal, you don't know if he's, angry, upset, mad, frustrated, whatever he may be. That child needs that break. Take him outside. Let him run and play. Let him scream off the energy. Whatever works, do it because that child needs that break.
Here's one for you about the glasses.
Give me
Do you
wish
have?
where the
Oh,
glasses is. We just got them. Sorry for so for wearing glasses, what I did was I started out very young with my glasses. I started about 5 years old. I started with patching. I was doing eye patches on one eye every day and covering the lens, and then the next day I would switch the patch to the next side. We did that to give the eye a break and to get him used to seeing that one side of the lens. Should definitely start off with some small sticker rewards, maybe the patching. Try to find something that can give him that positivity about wearing the glasses and telling him, hey, you did a great job wearing them. Maybe start off with a minute and then reward him. Maybe move it up to 3 minutes, then 5 minutes. You really got to get him in the increment of wanting to wear them. So by positively rewarding that behavior, that say, yes, you did it, or yes, you wore them for this amount of time, it's going to make him more excited and make the child want to wear the glasses. So try starting off with small positive reinforcement and see if that helps.
yeah. Would that help with the
Yep,
sensory issues? Okay. Yeah, I think that's what she's concerned about. Good advice. Good advice. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Okay. He has one in class aid all day, every day. One teacher other than for his extra activities.
So with the
Sometimes
extra
this is when we do
activities,
therapy.
with the extra activities, I would suggest that you have that familiar aide with him at all times or that familiar teacher. Because now, if you're talking about transitioning him from his regular teacher and aide to a whole new teacher, that could be part of the issue. That could be making him stem, that could be making him overstimulate. That transition to that new person, not knowing that person, that could be part of that emotional regulation issue. So you need to make sure that you have that aide or that teacher with that child at that time.
Rachel, you may have to, if you're using the phone, if you're using your cell phone, and I don't know why this is, you may have to like go out of the live and look on the top where we have the information about the live and click the link from there, or either look at the comments without being inside the live.
So when I came on, I had to click the StreamYard link and it took me to StreamYard and I had to copy the link and open a new browser and paste it and then it let me into StreamYard.
Oh, copy and paste. Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know why it's not clickable, you know, during inside the
It's
phone. It
great.
should be.
Hi Rihanna, you're welcome. I hope it helps. I really do. I'm having a new transition myself. I don't know if you guys saw, but I got braces.
Oh, got your braces. Oh,
So
and you got colors,
yeah.
colorful.
So it's a little bit of a transition for me. Like I'm having a sensory overstimulation right now. The pain and the different feelings in my mouth is definitely triggering me. So we're working on distraction, either Pac-Man, either work on school homework, working on coloring, doing something to distract me from the pain and the sense of different feelings. It's different for me because I have guards in my mouth on top of the braces, so it's to
Mm.
keep me from biting my brackets. So it feels weird because I have two down here, I have two over here, so it feels different on my teeth. So we're trying to work on that sensory overstimulation with me. So I'm going through the same thing, and I know it may be difficult, but we've all got to get through it together. So it will be great.
And also, for those of you who don't know, Kate is also on the spectrum. Isn't she awesome?
I am. Hi, good evening. My 19-year-old
Hey, Juliet.
his job training for virtual learning high school at my son. I sat with my son one by one for virtual learning. That is amazing. Congratulations, Juliet.
Yes, it's awesome. I can let my son. Oh,
So no Linda tonight? Where's Miss Linda?
Linda's not feeling well tonight, so she
Oh no.
is resting. So hopefully she'll be able to join us next week.
He was nonverbal and diagnosed at 2.5 with early intervention. We are very verbal, advanced reading, spelling, math. At times a struggle, but it seemed is bored with it. But
Ah,
oh, he seems to be bored with the math. So with
I
the
might
math,
have to do a game, right? You have
yeah,
to make it.
you have to talk to the teacher and see if maybe they can give him more advanced math. They'll help him to refocus that energy and be more excited about it. Aid is at all day or everywhere he goes. So even with the aid, he's still lashing out and having issues. So at that point, then I would talk to your behavioral technician or your BCBA if he's enrolled in ABA therapy, and give them the download of what's going on and see what kind of plan they can come up with for the classroom for the teachers. Not at my son.
Oh, you're at home. Okay, well, that's still awesome, Juliet.
That's
You're
still
right
awesome.
there.
Congratulations.
Hey, Mr.
Hey,
Charles.
Charles.
I left the link in there. You could come on in early. Linda's not with us if you want, Mr. Charles. She's amazing. Yes, she is.
Thank you
She.
so much. Appreciate it, guys.
Mhm. Oh, Rachel, you're over in the watch party. Hey.
Hi, Rachel.
Yeah, Rachel was the one, the link wasn't working. I hope she's
Rachel,
able to.
try coming off of your mobile phone. Try opening the link, copying it, and opening in your browser and pasting it, and it should let you in. Because with the iPhones, it can be really annoying, but that's what I have to do. I have to copy the link, go to a new browser, open it, paste it, and then it loads.
So we finally got my son together in school. A lot of you may know I mentioned that we were having issues with the school giving him work that was just too advanced for him. This was his first year in high school, and we logged on to the virtual learning platform, and he had classes like a regular ninth grade student would have. And
Wow.
I'm like, no, this is not for him. He had like algebra, and so I was kind of upset
I
calling the school, and
do yesterday.
um, they were telling me he was in the
Yeah,
right place, and I'm trying to tell him he has an IEP. This is not for him. And we finally got a teacher, got set up with the right person.
that's awesome.
So yeah, so now she's got to get set up because they use Microsoft Teams. So she has to get set up on Teams. But for right now, she sends him self-paced work.
That is
And
so.
I just take a photo of what he does and send it back. Or my mom, I should say, because mom has taken over the virtual learning while I'm at work. But
That
yeah, it has been a headache. It was a
I'm
headache for a
glad it's
couple weeks.
better though for him, and he's excited about it. So that's good.
Mm-hmm.
What is she saying? Rihanna, my son could be the same way during the school year. He tends to get extremely overwhelmed, and it
Oh,
helps
wait, I think we
to
read that one.
multiple people at a time.
Yeah, we read that one. Wait, that's Juliet. Okay. That's, Mr. Charles. Got to catch up here, you guys. Uh,
I don't think
I'm gonna put it in again, Mr.
I,
Charles.
I like to use objects around the house to keep it fun and entertaining for him as I'm doing. So yeah, using like different manipulatives for math, like pennies, pencils, coloring crayons. If you could get those buildable math manipulative stacker things, the cube things that connect, you could try using any kind of manipulatives. It can really make math fun and easy to learn. So I used to do manipulatives myself, and I loved it. I love them.
Okay, so I put the link back in
Charles, get in here.
the chat area. Anybody wants to join. And again, if you're on a cell phone, I'm not sure why this happens, but the link is not clickable. So you may have to go out of the live and click from outside. Click the link from outside of the live. Hey, Trey. Oh, you were with us last weekend. I have autism. I had special ed all through grade school and high school. I had accommodations in college. Okay.
That's awesome. Welcome.
Thank you.
To
Thank you for joining us again, Trey. And Rachel says, be right back. Oh, there's Rachel. Hi, Rachel.
Hey, how y'all?
Finally. How are you?
Going crazy?
Why? What's
Uh,
there?
Poor 24/7. That boy, he
uh,
nonverbal autism,
uh-huh.
behavior, sensory issue, and ADHD, all
Uh,
in one.
all in one.
3, yes, he's 3, and all day long, I'm not called.
Oh, you need a mommy break,
Yeah.
huh?
Great. Yes.
Yes, I do, definitely, definitely. Um, they got a meeting with the school October the 8th to get him in, see what kind of level that he's on.
Uh-huh.
He did his OT, he did his speech therapy, he did his there was 2 ladies, his something else they did on him altogether.
Okay. Okay. So he's
Hi,
Hey,
everyone.
hey, Mr.
Okay,
Charles.
okay. I see
my issue
obviously
is when
Anita
he
and Kate, and I forget. Refresh my memory.
Rachel.
Rachel.
Rachel. Rachel. Okay.
yeah,
Good
you.
here. Okay, now I see the names. Okay.
My issue is I'm having problems when he get mad. He go and dump the garbage can over.
So
Oh,
dumping the
okay.
garbage can over, I would suggest that you move the garbage can away from where he's able to get it. If you're keeping it in the same place and he's angry, he's just gonna keep going back towards it because he finds it funny that he's knocking over. You're giving him the reaction that he's looking
Hmm.
for. Make it unavailable, or if he does in the kitchen and he's going towards it, and you see that, say it's unavailable right now, or
Right.
make another choice, or give him two choices. Okay, this is not available, but do you want to do this or this? You've got to be
Hmm.
aware of the situation and change that, because if he keeps doing it and you're giving him the reaction that he wants, he's going to
Right.
say, okay, it's okay with me, my mom, then I'm going to keep doing it. You've got to make that notice and quickly nip it and say, no, this is unavailable right now, or, make another choice, or let's go do this instead of doing that. You've got to
Right.
give opportunity to switch that negative to that positive.
The thing is that he like we got stuff on the counter. He get mad. He go up and he knock it down. There he is, right there. That's my little one.
Oh,
Oh, so can you get like
Yeah.
a dog gate or some kind of gate to mark it as off limits so that way he can't get into the kitchen at all? Because if there's like a dog gate or some kind of playpen or something where it's
He
blocking,
climbs over that. He climbs over that.
uh,
oh.
Yeah.
He's determined. He's determined.
Oh yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. He is the evil, the devil. Oh yes.
then
Oh Lord.
if he climbs over that, then my guess would be take the trash can away. Let's start with taking that away and see if he goes for the counters. If he does the counters, then you can stop him right there and say it's unavailable or make another choice. Because that
What
way,
was
Brianna has a good one here. She says we have a trash can that has a lock on it.
yes, that's another
That
one I
may
was
help.
gonna say. A lock on the trash can. You could get a small lock at any Dollar Tree, any store. Put a lock on the trash can and make it click so that way he cannot get into it.
I don't know. That's a good idea right there on that part. Now, what can you do about him taking the toys and slinging and hitting you with it?
The toys, when he comes to hit you with it, you can say ow, immediately give him a loud ow, because then he'll know that he's hurting you, and he knows that he's not getting
Where you
the
going,
proper
buddy?
reaction that he wants, or the laughing. So once he
Mm-hmm.
realizes every time that you say ow, or you're hurting me, he's gonna eventually stop because he knows that he's hurting you. You've got to make it loud and clear that you are in control, and you're
Mm-hmm.
giving him that reinforcement of saying it's not okay to hurt mom, or ow, or whatever,
Right.
because then
Right.
you realize eventually that he can't do it. So you've
Right.
got
We
one
put him in timeout. And he
timeout.
don't.
I do not recommend timeout, especially with kids that are autistic.
Yeah,
Uh,
it don't work for him. He think
it-
it's funny.
I don't recommend it. That's exactly why, because they think that they're getting the reaction out of the parent or out of
Mhm.
RBT that they want of you laughing at them or, saying, haha, you're saying timeout. No, you got
Right.
to learn about it. Just do positive redirection. If it's a negative, that's okay. You can say, ow, you hurt me or you did this. But now, can you come give me a hug and let's go do this? You've got to use that positive redirection that in place right now because you're giving him the reaction that he wants. You're not playing the mom part, and you need to step
No,
up and get back into control because you're giving him all the control right now, and that's what he wants is to see that you're not in control. He is. That way, he's ruling your life. You've got to stop it right now. You've got to nip it and say, nope, mom.
we can't even we can't even go in Walmart or go into town or go to CVS none without him screaming, hollering.
See, there we go again. That's the control. Is controlling you. You've got to say, nope, we're going into the store. So therefore, you're going to sit in the cart. If the seatbelt cart works for him, if the ride on cart works for him, figure out a way that you could get him in the store and say, I'm in control. You're going to sit here and you're going to be quiet while I'm shopping, or you're going to read me my list. Involve him in that trip. If you have a shopping list, great. Let him mark it off while you're there. If you are getting candy,
Right.
whatever, you've got to involve him in that trip so he knows that he's included.
I had to keep my eyes on him 24/7.
Yes. Another
Yeah.
thing,
Oh yes,
you've got to be
we got 8 people here, and every one of us got our eyeballs on him
yeah,
all the
Oh,
time.
well, at least you have enough people to watch him. That's good.
Yes,
it,
ma'am. Yes,
And
ma'am. And he
Rihanna
is a grandma's baby.
it,
Rihanna says only thing that works for me is to take away tablet time or his favorite video game for discipline.
but
Well, we just paid $70 for a phone for him.
Oh,
$70. This being number
just
4 phone
whatever.
that we already got from him, and he busted them.
But then
wow.
again, taking away the favorite toy or their favorite object is giving them the reaction that they want because it's like, haha, I have your toy. You don't want to do that. Instead of taking it
Mhm.
away, give them an option. Say, hey, let's go do this for 5 minutes to cool off. Then you can have this back. You've got to work on making sure that negative turns directly into a positive because that's what they're doing is they're getting that reaction that they want. And that's why they continue to do it.
Well, I hit the words now because whenever we live in PA, his speech therapy told him and said, if you want something, say help. So
Yeah.
about 3 months ago, he keep on help, 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 anything. You don't have to say nothing to him, help, help, help.
So now he's
And
like a boy who
you're constantly
Well,
nonstop, help, help, help. He don't say more. He don't point at things no more like he used to.
Yep. So now
Did you want to say something, Mr. Charles?
I was just going to say, taking for me, taking away my
available right
tablet
now
might have
because then
worked.
he'll
I don't
realize
know.
that he needs to stop saying
It
help
wasn't
all
my
the time.
writing tablet back in those days that I would have used for counting by 76s.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did I lose you guys?
counting the numbers.
Hold on. Did I lose connection?
Trey says I'm
Oh no,
29 with
connection.
autism and
See?
I'll be 30
It keeps
on
re.
October 3rd. That's my birthday, Trey.
Look, you see them ladies?
Same
Stay here.
birthday.
Can you hear
Look,
me?
look, you see them ladies?
And Trey also says my autism causes me to repeat myself by saying the same thing over and over, by restating the same sentence or asking the same question repeatedly. How do I stop repeating myself? Because my siblings feel that I'm annoying when I repeat myself.
Can you repeat that one, Nita? Because it cut out.
From Trey. Trey has autism. He says his autism causes him to repeat himself by saying the same thing over and over again, by restating the same sentence or asking the same question repeatedly. How do I stop repeating myself because my siblings feel that I'm annoying when I repeat myself?
That sounds like stemming, and that sounds like an
Yeah.
oversensory stimulation process. It takes time to get that to go away. That is what I call stemming. You're overstimulated and you're anxious, so you're saying the same thing over and over and over and over. So eventually, yes, it will get annoying, but your brother and your siblings have to understand that you're different than they are, and therefore it's normal for you. It happens. They may get angry, but too bad. They've got to learn to
Right.
accept that you're different in a special way, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, because he
Also,
comes running
that
around, make noise and
whole
hollering and
subject
stuff
of
nonstop.
repeating things over and over again is covered in either chapter 1 or chapter 2 of the book that Linda has us reading. I forget because I read those first 2 chapters. And in one of those first 2 chapters, that's covered, and it's something I used to sometimes do. After I'd said something, I would repeat it kind of under my breath, and my daughter noticed that. This is before I actually got diagnosed, and it was one of many things about me she noticed that were unusual. And of course, she was the first one to suspect that I might have a form of
And that
autism.
was that your way of stimming? That's
I don't
Mr.
know
Charles.
if you call it stimming or not, but he, the writer of the book, associates it with echolalia.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, for me,
He says
I
it's a
stem
form of it.
when I get anxious, but it's different. Like, I'll repeat a word like 3 to 5 times, and I'll say, like, if I want ice cream, I'll say ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. So, like, it's different for me, but that's my way of, like, getting my anxiety out if we're going somewhere. Or if he says, come on, let's go, let's get in the car, I'll be like, car, 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 car. And then we'll be like, we'll realize, yeah, you're stemming because you're over anxious because we're going somewhere. So it's different for everybody, but that is part of
Yeah,
autism.
I know when my son is focused on one particular thing, that's all you hear over and over. When he gets focused on that one thing, and he will keep repeating it until either he's satisfied that he's going to get that thing, or or he's satisfied, after he said it a million times.
Yes.
Right.
That's
With Damien, when he watched his Thomas the Train, he played and he rewind, play and rewind, play and rewind all the time.
All the
Then
time.
all the time, yes, ma'am. Then after he go to Funny Cat, then he watch this one cat do all the tricks and everything, and so he thinks he can do it on the bed doing flips and everything. I said, no, you can't do that, no. As you keep on watching in it, I'm gonna cut you off, but you won't watch TV no more.
you can't, again, like, with that negativity, you can't yell at him and say, I'm going to cut you off. That's giving him
Right.
the reaction that he wants. You guys say, okay, instead of doing TV right now, let's go do a puzzle or let's go color for 5 minutes. You've got to offer him those options.
What? Oh, you gonna let me kiss you? All right, come on. Okay.
Fern says he'll make things he likes work for her son, her grandson. Her grandson, now he knows that will happen. So taking away things helps with her situation. And I know it does for mine too. I know if he knows I'm going to take something away or he's not going to get it, he's going to straighten up a little bit.
With him, if we take anything from him, he get mad and throw things. Like my 2 TV, my 42-inch, my TV I had in my room. He got mad because I took something from him. He picked a tractor up and he threw it at my TV and bust my TV up.
Oh wow! Yeah,
my brand new TV I just got from Walmart. See, we when we was in PA, we had the behavior specialists on him there.
Because and that's ABA therapy. I was just re-enrolling him in ABA work with the behavior.
Yeah, well, I mentioned something to the school about that with his behavior, and my daughter told me to give him some melatonin.
Oh, for sleep.
But that's
give him the drop or the pills, either one.
But it's only to be used at bedtime. You cannot use melatonin during the day because I don't suggest it. Because number one, if you're dropping that child at school, that child will not be attentive at all. They will be so sleepy and ready to be asleep for the whole day. So I suggest only using melatonin during the nighttime. You need to try to find some essential oils or something else for the daytime.
Well, last time we finally got to a decent sleep last night. But night 4, we did not go to bed till 3:30 in the morning with him.
Yeah. Just
And
make
he's
sure that you're watching how much melatonin you're giving him, because after a while they will build up a resistance.
right. Yeah, that's what I think was what happened. And see, the thing is that we give it to him, it don't do no good. Hi, see the girls? See them girls? Huh?
Hi.
You see the black little girl? No? Okay. He had, and it's so hard trying to potty train him. Oh, I bought him a Spencer potty chair, okay? He would not even get on it at all.
It's definitely different. Different forms of autism. It takes time. You've got to be willing to work on it every day, and maybe every 10 minutes, put them on the potty. Start with 5 or start with 3 minutes. It doesn't matter. Whatever works for you guys, but you've got to
Hmm.
be consistent, because they're gonna understand that you're trying to potty train him. If he's not ready, he's not ready. I mean, it's
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I don't think he's ready. But he could be out in the yard with his underwear, and he would pull it down in the yard. And he
that
would pee in the yard.
that's a typical boy. That's a typical boy.
that, that's what he does.
Yeah, and with boys, you have boys in general, even when neurotypical,
Right.
are more difficult to train than girls. I'm glad I raised a daughter, and she was pretty easy to potty train, but boys are more difficult just because of the fact that the natural posture for performing the functions is different. And
Right.
my sister used to babysit a boy who always wanted to go outside, and he would wet his pants if the weather was cold or it was raining outside, and he couldn't go outside. He would just hold it until he couldn't hold it any longer.
Yeah.
Right. And see, with him, I adopted him
I
when he
wanted
was 2
to
weeks
I
old.
wanted to read this from Kelly. Kelly said that was echolalia. And other stimming is flapping your arms and moving body parts a lot. Yes, and it can also be talking and humming and
Yep.
moving, hands and all that good stuff. She also says you need TSS workers from agency. You need to get FBA done on him to help put his behavioral plan in place. What is FBA?
Oh,
What
yeah. So his
does
behavior is so bad.
Did you say FBA?
FBA or did you mean ABA?
Hold on.
I don't I don't know if Florida would have them because I'm in Florida.
Okay.
Functional
Florida doesn't.
assessment, FBA, is a variation of procedures originally developed to ascertain the reason for behavior displayed by individuals with severe cognitive or communication disabilities. So it's a functional behavior assessment. They're assessing
Oh,
behavior
okay.
disorder.
Functional. Okay.
Chill, quiet, dude.
Yeah, Rihanna, that was my granddaughter in the camera. She always has to make an appearance.
She's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kelly says
You
functional
know what
behavior.
you get when you get tired of having to walk a dog? But you get a canine robot. Otherwise known as a dogmatic.
You're gonna go in your
Say that one more time, Mr. Charles.
What's they mean?
I'm saying, if you want to protect a dog, but you don't want to have to walk a dog and clean up after it, you go with canine robot, otherwise known as a dogmatic.
Oh, a
Yes, sir.
dogmatic. Okay.
And see, Damon, he's really good with the one dog we got. And it's like the dog is attached to him. He knows there's something wrong with him. All his senses kicked in. And the dog come to him. But Damon, he mean to that little puppy. He
No.
picked that little puppy up and put him in the bucket, trying to get in the bucket with him.
Oh, goodness.
Uh-oh, he could have a meltdown. Uh-oh. Yeah, because we got Halloween stuff and the books that you put on the pumpkins and stuff and carve them out. And Daddy got him, and so he thinks that he could take them out of the book and rip them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna take time to work with him. Like I said, it's not in a fix. It's not a 24-hour fix. It's gonna take time. You've got to show him who's boss,
Oh yes.
and you've got to work with him.
Oh yeah. I've been doing this here since he was 2 years old, and we found out that he was autistic and he was 3.
Yep,
And
it's
Florida,
time.
and Florida would not diagnose him, so we had to move up north. And I got a hold of some workers and everything, and they came out and did the vibrational thing on him, and then I took him to Pittsburgh to Children's Hospital up there, have a CAT scan done on his brain and everything, and did more tests, and that's when we found out that he was autistic.
Okay.
Well, it's gonna take time. I'm always here for you if you need help. You can feel free to PM me on Facebook. I can definitely let Nita give you my information. I can definitely help you every step of the way. I wish you the best, and I hope that it gets better.
Well, me too. We just got to get something done with this behavior. It's
Yep,
getting out of control majorly.
for
With
sure.
my mama's 65 years old, and she's got a health problem, and that boy, she go in there, that lady get tore up all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
What you doing, buddy?
Juliet was asking about closed caption, and I remember she did that. She asked before. It should come up. There is control in Facebook, and I guess because right now I have the closed caption going here on the phone, and I'm not sure if it's just the phone or on the computer, but it's going on my phone version. So I'm gonna have to check that control out because I know a lot of people are hard of hearing or can't hear, and I will try to make sure that's
Yeah,
available.
and out.
Huh?
It keeps cutting in and out for me too.
Yeah, because I
Mm-hmm.
know I get it on the phone, but it doesn't show up on my laptop here.
Right. I'm on my phone, so it's cutting out in and out too.
Yep, I'm on my phone as well.
Yeah. Damien, he got his phone, but he just set it down on the table. He didn't want it right now. His doctor said besides he give him one melatonin for the pill, they said give him 2.
So there's chewables, there's pills, and there's also liquid.
Well, if it depends on the milligrams too.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and if his body weight can take it, okay. Yeah, those are like what 5 milligrams. Okay. You
Yes,
will
ma'am.
start. I think the most you can give a young child and say, what is it? It might be that much, but you need to check. Make sure you read the instructions on the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
So for
Test.
younger children, we only recommend up to 5 milligrams because 10 to 20 is pushing it. Especially
Or you may want to speak to the doctor about that. Yeah.
yeah, just
Yeah.
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah. About recommendations. What do they recommend?
But we recommend 5 milligrams and no more than that.
Mm-hmm. And then see, if I give it him at 8 o'clock, he won't go to bed probably about between 11:30.
So you have to give it to him about 15 minutes before he goes to bed. It doesn't work like a miracle.
Mm-hmm.
It's a slow acting medication. So you've
And
got
then it depends on the person.
Yeah,
Because
he's 47 pounds.
yeah, sometimes it'll work quickly and sometimes
Honey, he can fight it. He can fight it.
yeah. I know my
That boy.
son fought it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I was thinking I go get him some of that CBD oil. Not. Oh yes. So, and when he goes to sleep, that's my time. That's mommy's time. Oh, yeah,
I really don't like talking about the CBD oil. I kind of feel like that's way out there. So I kind of just say to go to your doctor and talk about that, especially for their age range.
Trey says, does autism affect sleep patterns? Well, I know a lot of kids with autism have sleep issues.
Yeah.
Mr. Charles, do you
Absolutely.
have sleep issues? or do you sleep pretty good?
At times I did when I was growing up. Particularly, I remember when I was in sixth grade for a while, I had some serious sleep issues, and I missed some school because of that. Some days I woke up too tired to go to school, for a little while there, I had some sleep issues. Now, not so much.
Oh, there's I think that's Linda.
Yes, my doctor recommended 10 milligrams when Emily was younger, but everyone is different and their personal doctor should be the one advising you how to use it. Also, he said about 3 hours before bed. Wow.
Wow, that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
a
I
lot
guess
of
everything is different. So yeah, it was to work with him and see what his body can take and absorb and talk to the doctor. Mhm.
yeah, I got an appointment with his doctor called supposed to be for behavior. I don't know what she is.
Uh-huh.
And it's right there in the same facility.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, I mean, he does sound like he's eat like that right there. He give
Yeah.
you thumbs at me, good job. That good job? No, you didn't do no good job. You did a bad job. Bad job would be like this right here. Then he went into the room. He went in the room today. He told Mom, come on. He was ready to go.
He was ready to go.
He was ready to
Kelly
go.
Kelly says meds depend on how their body can handle it. Yes. Tell your doctor he has trouble sleeping. He may recommend something. And if he has ADHD, may recommend meds for that too. And it
Okay.
depends on how, yeah, it's always best. Thank you, Kelly. It's always best to talk to your doctor. I know some parents believe in giving meds and some don't. So it would depend on how you feel. Because I know with my son, and this, I'm just speaking for mine, everyone.
Right.
With my son, the melatonin does not work,
No work. Right.
goes right over his head. So he has sleep issues. And right now he's having sleep issues. So we have been trying to adjust his medication. So we opted for the medication. Worked well
Right.
for the first few years. He was sleeping, it worked like a charm, but now it's like he's getting older. The ADHD is just letting it
Kicking
loose,
in.
just constantly moving. But yeah, make sure you talk to your
I
physician.
got I got a video of him when he's having a major meltdown, and I sent it to his OT up north up there. She said, "Ooh, boy," she said, "he is having a major meltdown right there now." Oh yeah, so she said, "You gotta do something about that." I
Mhm.
said, "Well, I can't do nothing else. I did everything I can." Yes.
Yeah,
And when
only
he,
do our best. We could
oh
try.
yeah,
Yeah.
so yes. And he
Yep.
loved looking at my TV with my cameras on him because he see grandma sit on the front porch. He wants to go out there. He already busted one of my windows in the living room. Oh yeah,
Ooh,
son. So it ain't one thing, it's another thing with
very
that
active.
baby.
Very active.
Oh, he get mad at daddy. He's hollering at daddy now.
Uh-oh.
Hmm. Can you hear him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He get mad because daddy went and took the he opened that book up, took the carbon things out of it.
Okay.
Well, hopefully, with everything that we suggested, that you can work with them, and hopefully, within a couple of months, we'll see differences.
Oh, I think I need to go to the casino for a little bit.
You don't gotta eat and
I
talk.
think I need to go gamble for a little bit. Leave here with daddy for a
Take
couple hours.
take you a little break, huh?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ooh. And the thing is, I sneak out when he's in bed with grandma when I take daddy to work. And I come back, he's still in bed with grandma. Thank God.
Mhm.
Thank God.
Oh yeah, I hear.
Hmm.
So everybody,
That's
we're coming close to
here.
closing, but I wanted to remind everybody. I'm gonna get with not Chuck, first Kate. gonna get with Kate for hopefully next week we can get her on for some inspiration by Kate. And then October, or which day? 14 or 15, Mr. Charles?
Let's see.
Your choice.
Let's say the 15th.
Okay,
That's a
October 15th.
Thursday.
We're gonna have
Okay,
this.
October 15th.
Okay, we're gonna have
And
this
Damien's birthday is December the 31st.
dance on the
Jimmy, I'm on shit.
we have here. The first time watching, I found out my son's diagnosis.
This is my first time watching. I found out
We
that
have had sleep issues
we've had
since my son
so much.
was born. He will be 4 for a year. He tried melatonin, up to 20 milligrams, Benadryl, Gofacine. We don't sleep. You what? Why do you blame? You blamed it on breastfeeding.
The dollar store is closed.
Christina, I would recommend talking to your physician about issues. We can
I wanna
our
wait.
opinion.
I wanna see why she's saying breast.
Hold on. You hop down.
Blame it on breastfeeding him for a year.
All right, hold on.
And yeah,
Yeah, in some cultures, it's common to breastfeed children a lot longer than that. So
yeah.
don't blame on
Usually the
breastfeeding him for a year.
year. Yeah, at least the first year. 6
I
months.
came up so I can hear.
I suggest that she goes and talks to her doctor, especially for the issues.
Oh yeah, definitely for sleep issues.
Oh, is it? He did take it none. He took a nap, but he took a power nap for 20 minutes. So it's gonna be about between 3 and 5 o'clock before we go to bed.
Oh, you're blaming the sleep because he ate every 2.
Oh wow,
Most babies do
Yeah.
though.
that is good though. That's good. They breastfeed. Yes.
Breastfeeding. Yeah. I mean, some babies, eventually, you said it was only for a year. How old is he? Did she say? Oh, 4 on the 13th.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recommend talking to the pediatrician.
No,
hmm
Damien's birthday, his is December the 31st.
Oh, the end of the
He's a
year.
December baby.
I'm
Okay.
12.
Yep, ma'am.
I'm a couple weeks right before him. I'm on the 8th.
His is
Kelly,
December and mine's in March.
Yep, I'm December as well.
Kelly says it hurt me to put my daughter on meds, but I had to. Okay, she did very well. She's 19 now. She is high functioning, doing very well. Yeah,
That's
Kelly.
good.
Don't feel bad about doing what you have to make
And
your
don't feel bad, and don't feel like you have to make excuses for anybody, because we have to do what we have to do.
That's why I was gonna say
That's-
don't feel bad about it. Because it's what works for your child is what works. So don't let anybody make you feel bad or don't make yourself feel bad because you're a great mom. You're doing the best that you can. That's all that matters.
And
Yep.
Christina says he just has never slept. His primary has tried all those. Oh, really? Wow.
Wow.
He has major sleep issues. Wow.
Yeah.
Has he had a sleep apnea test done? Because that's the next thing I would recommend is seeing a sleep specialist.
hmm
Yeah, that's
If he
probably
would-
what you need to do at this point, because it seems like a big
Right.
issue is
See,
sleep.
with Damien's other two brothers, one of them,
autistic
I know both of them, they got put up for adoption. And so
Yeah.
all 3 of the boys is the same way.
I think the sleep apnea
Yeah.
specialist would be the next best suggestion.
And Kelly mentioned something, Rachel, if he's nonverbal, does he get speech therapy?
Not yet. They are going to do that in school.
Okay, they're gonna work on that.
Yeah, he was up. We've been down here in Florida for 9 months. So this whole 9 months, he had nothing
That's
Oh,
great.
at all.
yeah.
So
Been
they
rough
put him
on-
way back.
Yeah.
And
Well,
we put it on preschool on the TV. and that's what he's been watching and picking up some little bit of things on it for preschool.
Well,
Okay.
what you could do now forward to
No to sleep apnea. They sent us to an ENT because he snores. He said his nose was perfect. Okay.
I would still suggest
Yeah.
maybe a sleep specialist just to have them reevaluated. Because even though an ENT can tell you yes, the third is perfect, it doesn't mean that he doesn't have some kind of apnea. But again, that's not my area to criticize or
Mm.
critique. Say, definitely think about a sleep specialist.
And you know what? Another
Yeah.
thing too, what to me is whenever I took Damien Thursday to the school up there to finish his thing up, and they took a picture of his eye, and they said that he had a stigma in his left eye. How can you tell that a baby's got a stigma in his eye? You didn't put no drops in his eyeballs.
No idea on that.
All that you
No.
did is put a camera from boom, took a picture of eyeballs.
And that
That's
was
all you
it.
Well, the,
You know what I
the
mean?
sleep question, you really do need to go to a sleep specialist. You got to consider the specialty a doctor is in. Sometimes a doctor may, speak authoritatively on some subject really outside of his or her specialty, and you
Mhm.
have to take that into consideration. And when I think about a child who has major sleep issues and also has autistic traits, it kind of raises a chicken and egg question, because is the issue that the child is autistic and therefore has sleep issues, or is it that the child has sleep issues and because of lack of sleep is exhibiting some traits that would normally be associated with autism?
Yeah,
Okay.
because when Rob first met me and I first met him, I had autism really bad. Like I had separation anxiety. I was really anxious. Couldn't sleep without him. Like it's still pretty bad right now, but he has me to the point of he figured out if he puts on Paw Patrol and like lays down next to me, I can fall asleep within 10 minutes with him now. But without Paw Patrol, I snore. I have a hard time breathing. So we've reached out to a couple of different specialists, and they finally decided sleep apnea is the best way to go. And we kind of figured out that I now have sleep apnea. So hopefully, once we figure out what the right machine is or what works for me, then I could sleep right. Like it sucks that we stay up all night and we try to sleep, but we can't. So hopefully pretty soon, if you go to a sleep specialist, they can help you to diagnose that.
With me, once a year I have a sleeping study done, and they send mine all the way out to Texas to the headquarters and have them
Oh,
read my results.
mhm.
And
Yep.
mine is so bad, real bad.
Yep.
But
Okay.
they want me
That,
to put that mask on my face. Mm-mm.
You
It feel like
can't
I'm
with that.
sputtering. I
Mhm.
don't like it.
No.
not every.
Okay.
Well, they
Well,
got
everybody, I want to go ahead.
It's just not like.
there are different masks you can get, all kinds of things. Cindy and I both have sleep apnea. She has a nasal pillow thing, whereas I have a face mask. It's whatever works best for you, whatever feels more comfortable to you, and so I developed it though in my later years. I didn't have it growing up or even in my years of young manhood. It was later in life I developed it.
Right.
Okay,
And same with
everybody. I want
Cindy.
to thank everybody for joining us. We are at the end. And that's awesome. Kelly says, I'm good. We are achieving many things. I'm a strong, good mommy. I advocate a lot for my daughter, very knowledgeable about her autism and many things about IEPs. That's right. Keep that knowledge going. So I appreciate all of you for joining us tonight. Maybe we will possibly have that book club meeting this week.
That's
But
what
if
he loves to
not,
do right here.
hey, he's on the phone.
Yeah,
He's nice and calm
I
now.
Oh,
mhm.
now his telephone. He get ready to go crash all time right here over in that chair. Don't ask him to move out of the chair because he won't move.
Mhm.
He said, "That's my chair. That's why I'm sitting there and watching my TV."
Got his own little spot.
Yes,
Yep.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It
Well,
All
won't be
thank
long. He
you,
be gonna get them
everybody.
like bed.
I'm gonna tune out for the night, and hopefully we can get with Kate this week. And I, yeah, I will see you all again real soon. Thank you.
Y'all can add me on Facebook, y'all.
Okay.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys. Good night, everybody.
Thank
Okay.
you, Charles. Thank y'all.
Good
Nada.
night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.